Ah, yeah. This is the life of Ryan. This is my vlog, my life. I'm very important. You should see what I'm doing in my day by day. Be more like me. Because I'm interesting and I'm very important. So interesting and important that I'll document my day for you to watch and appreciate my style. Ah, yeah. You know how I start that morning. Coffee, baby. Coffee black. As black as Malcolm X's power. You know it. Ryan is robust, just like his coffee. French roast. You know how we do it. French roast in the French press. Now we're talking. Dark, bold, rich flavors hitting that tongue. My mouth, this cup, and that lovely coffee makes a menage a trois. Oh yeah. And yeah, I'll sit here and watch my coffee brew, roll my eyes in the back of my head, see what my brain's up to, let it stew. Then I ponder and think about just what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dominate. I'm gonna concentrate. And I'm gonna grasp and grapple my goals. Aw, yeah, man. And I like to sit here and just make little counterclockwise circles around the edge of the French press. I do this while that goddamn thing brews. And I let my brain drift, float, freeze up space. And I concentrate. And I let the smell drift around in my nose. Ah, the smell of coffee in the morning. Oh. Start biting my lips, shaking my head. And I start thinking dirty thoughts. And I get it together. That's right. Fahrenheit. 200 degrees. Woo-wee. Step 1. To ensure that your coffee brews correctly, it is important that you use coarsely ground coffee. Add 2 heaping tablespoons of coffee for every 6 fluid ounces of water. Step 2. Slowly pour water just off the boil. 195 degrees to 205. I stick with 200. Pour it up to within 2 inches off the top of the pot. Taking care, wet all the grounds. Step 3. Let it steep for 1.5 minutes, then thoroughly stir the grounds, remixing them in the water. Top off the beaker with water to within a 1/2 inch off the top, and then let steep for 2 more minutes. And this is a little bit of my touch. I put the plunger down just a little bit, so when I'm ready to, I pull it up, then down, make a little vortex. It's fun to watch. Step 4. Position the plunger over the grounds at the top of the beaker and gently press down, forcing the grounds to the bottom of the beaker. Pour the finished coffee into the cups. Bon appetit, baby. Then I like to find a dark corner by the fire to drink my coffee. And I sit and I stare. And I stare. And I get lost in the darkness and the heat in the fire. I let it hypnotize me. I let it dance in my mind. I let the image of the fire burn in my iris. Then everywhere I look, I see the fire imprinted into my mind. And I watch it, and I think about, man, the afterlife, past lives. I hear crying. I get real lost, and I get connected deep into the subconscious of man, and I can feel it shake and quiver, almost to the point where it brings me to destruction, to tears. I can feel it crying. I can feel the zeitgeist shiver. All the people around me, their pain and sorrow. It comes in waves. It's amplified. And I sit in the darkness and I think. And I stare. And I get lost. I get real lost. And I drink my coffee alone in this corner. And I just drink. I drink so long, I forget who I am. a while. I don't even know what a human being is. I don't even know what a squirrel on a tree. A fish flapping in the water. A monkey throwing his feces. Shit hits the fan. Gets in your eyes. Now all you see and smell is stink. Need to prioritize, not get lost in the gunk and the muck and the yuck. Then you realize you gotta wipe the shit off your mind. You gotta get it out. Then I remember I'm a human. And there's butterflies wavering in the air. Bunny rabbits hipping and hopping. Hoo-wee. Pretty girls with wind in their hair. You could smell them. I can almost smell them. Art. That there's so much art. So much nature. And the sun gonna keep on smiling. Even if you're frowning. Don't matter none to him. So you gotta get yourself up on the bootstraps and take the good for the good and the bad for the bad. Emotions come rushing in like a river. Overwhelming, but good. Tears of joy splash down my cheeks. And I think to myself, God damn, this is a good cup of coffee. Then after I have my last sip of coffee, I remember I'm not an old soulful man that sounds like Hong Kong Phooey. I'm just Brian, some guy, some white dude. So I have to head over to the gym, keep trying to lose weight and gain muscle. I always start my workout routine on the treadmill. Put a steep incline in, then hit to running, hit to rolling. At the minimum, I do 30 minutes. And sometimes I throw some jabs in there. And these jabs help release the rage I have inside. I have a fiery furnace of fury deep in my core. And this exercise helps me get it out. And then when I get tired and feel like I want to quit halfway through my running, I have to channel and awaken the berserker wolf blood that I have boiling in my body. So I give myself a few hype ups. You know, I start to think that I'm a wolf running, a wolf on fire, a wolf running through the woods, a wolf running into battle. These type of things get me going, get me rolling, and get me ready for, pretty much anything. Combat, you name it. War, whatever. Then I go do some push-ups or some workouts with dumbbells. Depending on the day, it's a different workout. Muscle groups. It's not getting the semantics of all that crap. Here's the cool part. I like to sit in the dark and watch myself. Then I stare at myself, sweaty in the mirror. This is part of my exercise routine. I like to do a pose. And I sit there and I stare. And I start to see another creature there. Almost not even man. Almost like some sort of hound of hell, some sort of otherworldly battle beast. It's if I'm staring into some violent void. Oh. Then I gotta shake it off and hit the showers, Jack. Usually, there's little wipes to wipe down the treadmill with, the machinery, because I sweat profusely all over the gym. But even though I asked the other day, still has not been restocked. So I leave my sweat just stinking and staining the machinery and the dumbbells, and I head off to the showers. And you guessed it, I shower in the pitch dark. And the void I was staring to, it's like I do a cannonball straight into. I plunge into the darkness of my soul. After a while in this dark shower, I start to feel like a fetus in the womb. I'm just... I start... I'm floating in air, the mist. Mama. Then I lose all track of time. and the years start falling through my slippery hands, and I see myself grow into a toddler. Red rum! Red rum! Fruit roll-ups! McDonald's! Red rum! Red rum! I wasn't fortunate enough to have people feed me actual food they cooked. And I didn't get breast milk. Got the formula. Besides the point, I see myself grow older, larger. Now I'm in middle school. God dang punk. Then in this dark shower, I start hearing the dial-up noises, and how I'm in middle school on the computer. And now I see myself on AOL Instant Messenger with the handle MosesMonkey32. And for some reason, I would tell people I was the reincarnation of Moses as a gag. Then I see old man Moses sitting in front of me. Now I'm old, beard down to my waist. Then I start seeing my skin boiling and dripping off with the hot shower. Just like boiled chicken in a pot. It's excruciatingly painful. Now I'm just a skeleton in a dark shower. And now I'm ready for my rituals and routines. Let's hop onto that, fellas and ladies, and anything you want to be called, my friends. Then I like to go into my rigorous meditation routine. Unfortunately, I cannot show you that because I get completely naked and I cover myself in mud and blood, my kind of own homemade war paint. I slather my body down, and it's just not YouTube friendly. I might open up an OnlyFans for my meditation stuff. Can't show it here though. Sorry everybody. Then my favorite, little knife play. I get into some knife play, some knife exercises, and again, back to the fury, the fire, the furnace. It's a good way to get the smoke, air the smoke out of your lungs, you know? The smoke coming out of your ears and eyes. I'm sure you guys all understand. Then I gotta bust out the old short sword, give it a few swipes, that nice slice in the air, that nice very relaxing after some knife play. And I put my sword away. Then you got to get over to the staff. Little staff exercises. And this staff I stare into because it speaks to me. We're on the same wavelength. And we communicate telepathically, me and my staff. And we do a little charge up, a little power routine. Let's get ready for the day. We do a little Then in our minds, I like to, see how he's doing, how is his, do you have any dreams? We do a little dream journaling together. We're confidants. We tell each other pretty much everything. We talk about baseball, just does anything, whatever normal people talk about. That's what we do. Then I put him away. And here's one of my favorite rituals. Staring into the TV static. I stare deep and deep to this old CRT Trinitron Sony. I stare into the static of this beautiful relic of a machine. And I stare into the sea of static. I start to see little faces. Things emerge. It's almost like crying souls slowly revolving. Something about the static reminds me of energy. Because ever since I was the age of, 13-ish, 14, I can't remember exactly. There's a faint little static, always there. It's almost like an energy field I can almost see. My vision. I think I just call it fairy eyes. Some people say I need glasses, but I passed all the tests. Some say I'm schizophrenic. Doesn't matter. I see static always. I see the energy floating in the air. always there. A blessing, a curse, don't really matter much to me. You're stuck with it either way. You gotta rock it, you gotta roll with it. A faint, faint static, always there. Always there. Always watching. And yeah, that's the average day in the life. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button, y'all. And look out for my next vlog where I show you my weekly grave robbing. Alright, see you there, friends.